No doubt you have seen over the last week or two plenty of videos and posts about review notes, tasting notes of the 2024 Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. And Steve and I here thought about writing up notes again. And we're like, well, everybody's doing that. We thought about having Erin, our cocktail editor, do her famous tasting notes as well. A little bit of Magic Mike and things of that nature. But we want to do something different because we wanted to embarrass Jason here. This is Jason Feeler, longtime member of the Bourbon and Banter community. And we ultimately wanted to share this. Now, we've all got nice little pours of all five, and you'll see there's a lot left. So watch this video, and at the end, stick around, and we might have something cool we want to do with those samples. It just really depends on if we get drunk off of these or not. So we're going to kind of lightning round this here, keep it simple, hopefully a little bit of entertaining. We wanted Bob to be here, but he had a previous engagement on the Elvis circuit and he can't join us tonight. So we're going to kick things off. If you don't know what the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection is, go Google that. There's plenty of people who will tell you about how it's the second coming of anybody you think is important, and it's good. That's what we're going to tell you. This is great whiskey. Dried fruit, a little bit of tobacco.
Definitely tobacco, leather.
Oh man. Great age, no super oak barrel forward notes whatsoever. It really handles the wood well. I'm super sensitive to over oak bourbon. And this is fantastic.
Ton of spice up front.
Not overly sweet, right? Spicy, leather, tobacco, not really sweet. Yep, fantastic, just as we would expect. Now, what we're also not going to do is try to compare this to all the previous years. And there are a couple of reasons for that. One, none of us have that kind of money. Number two, we don't always get samples sent to us, so we don't have backlogs of years of these things to taste, and that's okay, because we know the whiskey is good, so it's a super rare treat. We want to thank Buffalo Trace for sending it to us. We very much appreciate it. But that's absolutely delicious.
It is.
That bottle may not be full by the time the night's over. At least I get to drink yours since you have to go somewhere tonight. All right, so moving on to number two. We're going to go to William Larue Weller Bourbon. This is going to be coming in aged over 12 years old. Okay, this one specifically is coming in at 125.8 proof. So we're going to turn things up a little bit here. And for those of you who don't know, this is a wheated bourbon. All right, just sort of the senior statesman in the Weller family of bourbons. And one of my personal favorites. More leather on that nose, more tobacco, lots of caramel mixed in though in the front for good measure. Not as much spice as that Eagle Rare, which makes sense being a wheated bourbon.
Definitely, I think it's much softer. I'm not getting the leather that you're going to get.
Okay. It's very light. It's on the lighter side of that.
Kind of like a snickerdoodle.
Okay.
Honey, it's kind of honeyed.
Yeah, honey, I definitely agree.
Guess the two foodies in the group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good ripe fruit or marshmallow. Now this is one that I do have a bottle still on my shelf. I've been nursing it for 12 years. I've got a 2012 William Larue Weller, and I'll be honest with you, this is very good. That one is phenomenal. Now, there's something to be said about having a lot of time for that thing to open up, and it's still fantastic. And I'll be honest, guys, I often tell people if your bottle is getting empty, decant it down, narrow down that headspace in the bottle. I've absolutely not done that with my Weller. There's about this much left in the rest of the bottle, and it has not changed for the worse. Maybe better, I don't know, but fantastic. This is still a very solid pour, but I think if you were to let this one sit out a little bit longer, it'd really open up.
The finish is long. Now perhaps our palate's already starting to work over about 2 whiskeys, but man, that just hangs on. Wow. Will not go away. Cinnamon. Wow.
Yeah, lots of cinnamon. Yeah, for sure.
That's fantastic. And you've got a bottle of this from what year that you're waiting to open?
21.
It's got a 2021 bottle he received, hasn't opened yet. So the plan is for my 53rd birthday in January, he's going to open that bottle, party at his house. You want to be invited, comment a lot, let us know, and we might just make that happen. Or we'll give you Steve's address and you go party at his house. He's got a lot of whiskey as well.
I also have a security door.
Speaking of working your palate over, we're going to move up to George T. Stagg here. And this one sits at 136.1 proof.
Woo!
So I'll finally start to feel this one, as they say. Now this is always a favorite of I think just about anybody who likes high proof bourbon.
First Stagg I ever had was 144. I was very new to bourbon. And I thought, this must have been made by a very angry man. And I had no idea that Stagg was truly an angry dude. Apparently he was a character.
Now this is going to be barrels of more than 15 years and 2 months, so this has got a lot of age on it as well. It's become discovered from the collection. This has got more wood notes on it, right? But once again, at least from the nosing of it, not over oak whatsoever. Some cherry in there, vanilla, almost like chocolate covered cherries from the nose.
Definitely chocolate.
Yeah, wait till you taste it. Chocolate. Not charred oak. I mean, it's almost like a double oak, and a double oak well done, not a
It's like I just kissed an angel. Maybe one with a little bit of
Who just eat
naughty,
chocolate.
little bit of a naughty side.
And an angel with antlers.
I don't know if you guys can see.
It is hunting season.
I don't know if you can see any of these Christmas decorations on the fringes here, but we are sitting at well before Thanksgiving. And
Yes.
Jason has decorated his basement.
Gosh,
That was so good, isn't it?
blooming and blooming pastry.
And you know what I love about George C. Stagg is it just goes on forever. The finish,
Ooh.
nice Kentucky hug.
George C. Stagg, you'll not forget me. You will remember me for at least 30 minutes.
Angry and unforgettable.
Unforgettably angry.
There's so many places we
Appetizing.
can take that joke. So many places. That's for the paid members only, that type of content.
Correct.
Mm,
For good reason.
Wow.
just really big. Stone fruit, cooked cherry,
Wow.
molasses.
We're gonna have a private moment. Okay, I'm coming back to that. I want to keep us moving here.
Mm.
Okay, I think that's a palate cleansing moment after that one.
Oh,
'Cause
yes.
We're going to switch up to the ryes in the collection. I apologize. We're not quite as funny as Bob, but that's okay. Maybe we'll give a little
We're
bit to
happier.
Bob.
We're not as disgusted with the world as our beloved friend Bob.
All right. Actually, we're going to do a second tasting of these
Oh.
after we vamped up a little bit. All right. Sazerac 18-year-old rye whiskey and 5 months, if I'm going to be precise here.
Oh, that's awesome. Dill, bubblegum.
Oh, the dill on the front of
Yeah.
my goodness. Plums, rye, more leather. It's like the Bondage series. I mean, we're really thinking about this, right?
Bubblegum bondage.
The Bondage. Mark Brown, you hear that? We're trademarking
Sorry.
that first, buddy.
Sorry,
That's ours.
Sorry,
That's
Mr.
ours.
Brown. Yeah, you got that one.
Full Antique Collection, Bottled in Bondage.
I love it.
That's what's going on the title of this video review. Wow.
What's the proof on this one?
This one is coming in at, this is only 90 proof,
Really?
Wow.
right?
The,
But
the,
I-
the nose
I would
on
not-
90 proof.
I would not expect it.
Yeah,
that.
you're
It's
right.
got a lot. It is
Super aromatic.
and it's not because we're surrounded by fake pine, but I mean, there's even because of that
It's just the
dill.
pine suggestion.
Yeah, it's in there. I mean,
But there's eucalyptus in there too.
yeah. A lot of that
Which
herbaceous
is great.
notes from that
Yeah.
rye. So totally different than the other three.
Mm.
Man. Lighter,
Oh my gosh.
crisper,
I-
lively.
I can't believe it's 90 proof.
Incredible
It's
mouthfeel.
delicious.
And it's
Delicious.
deep
Really
complexity.
Did we mention these are all good? We didn't really have to do this, but we wanted to share a little bit with you guys.
Fine or better.
Wow.
Mm. That so far is my favorite.
Wow. It's fantastic. All right, last one. This is Thomas H. Handy Sazerac Straight Rye Whiskey. This one, oh wow, that's got a great nose too. This one is coming at 127.2 proof. The bready note is a great call. Citrus, yeah, absolutely. Totally different. I mean,
Yeah, very different than the.
this one is more herbaceous.
And that's just same mash bill, same whiskey, I'm assuming.
You know, I don't know off the top of my head, but I think it is.
Yeah, I was wondering about
This,
mash.
this was got. This
Put
is
that
more,
in the comments if you know the difference.
this is more floral.
It's also a lot more proof.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the proof again?
37 proof.
127,
Okay.
125, and 127.
This is much more mannerly than the 9 proof. More sophisticated, better structure.
Well, I'll be honest. When I've had the ryes previously, I've always liked the handy better because it has more proof. I know you don't have to have high proof to have flavor, but given the choice, I gravitate to the higher proof, and this one delivers in the same way for me.
It's really good.
It's a little bit lumbery for me, kind of Home Depot lumber aisle, like fresh cut stuff.
Fresh cut stuff.
I like that.
You like that too?
I think it works.
I'm sorry.
I think it works with what's going on here. But man, this thing's coming alive in the finish. It's like, boom, 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 boom. It's like
So video number 2 is going to be starting from this end and going the other way.
Right, and really the finish on my tongue is like the telltale heart from Poe. It's like beep, beep, boom, 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 boom. Scream from the top of
Do
my
you have murder on your conscience, Patrick?
Just crows.
I'll let it be a surprise. Let it be a surprise. Tell you what, we murdered.
Jason, help me get out of here.
We murdered those ribeyes for dinner. Though.
We did.
Well done,
We
Jason.
did.
Man.
Cheers.
So we should have that laid out in front of us.
Oh, the remains.
Yeah, the remains.
Just the bone.
Absolutely.
Everybody watching and said your palates are coated with fat.
Right,
You,
from the ribeyes,
you skewed the samples.
All right. So, wow. So once again, we're not going to get all fancy and compare these to previous years and things of that nature, because the bottom line is this collection is really a pinnacle, right? If you think about what bourbon should taste like, what bourbon can be, this is probably the most consistent year-over-year lineup that delivers on that. Hypothetically, I can tell you that if one were to sit in a room with the last 10 years of these products available to sip on, and you were to say, do that for 2 hours, I'm not saying that I did, you'll find that they're just year after year. You can nitpick, and obviously we skipped over, was it Stagg last year? It didn't get released.
That's true.
But, they're solid, they're consistent, and it shows you what whiskey can be, and it really kind of, I think, is a testament to Buffalo Trace's overall skill. Right?
And the mastery, to do that over such a long period of time.
That's right. I mean, it's kind of unbelievable that you can do that. Now, here's the reality. Most people can't get their hands on these, right? We've been in the game a long time, and I don't chase bourbon. I don't go and pay secondary for things. If you want to do that, feel free. These are some of the bourbons that at least you're going to get a lot of value for that money, but I can't really recommend that. So to help you out, if you stuck around so long with us as we've gone through this, and we apologize once again for it not being as amusing as Bob and I ranting on craft whiskey, you'll see there's a lot of whiskey in front of us. So we're going to have a little competition here. And whoever, whether you're watching this on Instagram or Twitter or YouTube or wherever, in the comments, give us your best attempt at fake tasting notes for all 5 of these whiskeys. So we got to have something for all 5 of these whiskeys. Put them in there. We're going to look at them together. We're going to pick the best one, the one that makes us laugh the most. Okay? Because at the end of the day, this is whiskey. This isn't brain surgery. So let's have a little fun with it. Come up with some creative notes, having never tasted it before. Okay? To inspire us to choose you. And someone is unofficially going to get the option to taste a little bit of this whiskey. So it's our way of paying the community back for putting up with us, as I like to say, and hanging out with us and supporting us over many, many years. So please drop us those tasting notes, let us know what you think, and somebody's going to get some samples to check out, and we hope you will enjoy them as well, because these are truly fantastic whiskeys, and really, let's just cut the price in half and give it to everybody. What the hell?
Yeah, why not?
Why not, right? Exactly. So we hope you enjoyed it. What's your favorite of the lineup, real quick?
With the handy, I think.
With the handy?
I'm sorry. The second rye, the very first rye again.
Okay.
Going back here. That nose is so good. Now, I'm not a guy that I want to drink my whiskey. I don't want to nose it all the time, but this is just fantastic. What a surprise!
I hate to be a cliche. I was really hoping it was going to be the Weller, but I'm going to go with the Stagg. Sorry, it's cliche-ish, but I love that big bold slaw in the face.
It is wonderful.
Can't miss. What about you?
I like this one.
This is a guy that you borrow money from. Because whether you borrow $20 or $5, it's all the same, and usually just tell him 5 and he's good with it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We know we're not entertaining, but thanks anyway. And remember, put in the comments your tasting notes for all 5, having never tasted them, and somebody's going to get to drink with us soon. Thanks for watching.
And it can't be not mincemeat pie.